Good morning, peace and love, hotel, grand rising, whatever you want to go by. Let's get to it this morning. Yesterday I came with the weekly analysis and gave you my um analysis on how this week was going to turn out. Today I'm going to go over briefly, just go over what the market is doing right now, and give you a couple tickers to put in your watch list. Things that I think that's going to run and you could be profitable this week by trading. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, help me grow the channel. Appreciate you all who have been supportive of the channel. So let's get right to it. Let's look at SPY this morning. In yesterday's video, I told you that I believe that according to what futures was doing at the time, here's futures. It kind of like fell off a cliff, which is not a bad thing, right? Because we've been SPY, S&P has been on a nice little run here for the last week and a half or so. Although actually for the last 2 weeks, if you count that, this was on a Friday, the 20th, when it made that quick pivot and reversed. And now we're on this bullish run. So I was sharing yesterday that I believe that we're going to get a nice pullback to the 412 level. That's right where we are right now. Let's look at a smaller time frame. And here's what I just drew. See, I use these alerts to give me an idea of when to enter a trade, right? So this first alert was at 313.63. I made it kind of conservative because I wanted to trigger. More than anything, I want that alert to trigger for my entry. So now I could, if I'm looking at other stocks or what have you, if I'm looking at something else, or if I'm doing nothing but drinking coffee, when the alert goes off, that lets me know, okay, it's time to go see what we got. And it actually surpassed it on the last 15 minute, the 7:30 15-minute candle right here. But now we're kind of rebounding a little bit. So what did I do? I put one right here. I went over here to the previous day and I found a support level at 411.81. Right now, the low is at exactly 412 so far, with what we got 38 minutes into this before we get to the session starts. So, yeah, we're right in that range where I was saying would be a good entry to run SPY calls. I'm not bearish on the market today. I'm not bearish today. Let's just go over it real quick. Look at the daily chart. Again, we had a nice little run. Today is the last day of the month, actually, of May. So, again, we got a big wick on this candle, a reversal, signaling a reversal. And actually headed to around the 50% mark of April's monthly candle. So there's nothing. I'm trading what's right in front of me. There's nothing that's signaling to me that the market is going to pull back down to these levels. I know that they said that we're in a bear market, and they said all this, news and things like that. I try not to get caught up into that stuff and just trade what's right there in front of me, right? So that's looking at the monthly chart. Let's look at the weekly real quick. Weekly, we get that nice pivot from that Friday. This one move was really on that weekly candle and pretty much the last hour on May 20th. And we got a continuum of that last week. This candle finished pretty much fully engulfed, bullish. So again, trading what's right in front of me, not bearish on the market whatsoever today. So Let's look at the Nasdaq real quick. We're seeing all these little pullbacks right now. It already set a higher high. So now we're pulling back, and these are good retreat. This is a good pullback, for a good entry on a lot of these companies that are running this week, that I think will be running this week. Let's look at the Dow is doing the exact same thing, and then Bitcoin. I'm looking at the weekly. Let's look at the daily on Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a big, huge move yesterday, and it's kind of been just consolidating in this one little area today. So we see some nice little candles, and then yesterday's candle just took off and took out all these levels of resistance. So I look at companies like Mara, companies like Riot, companies like Coinbase that follow Bitcoin. Those companies look to be. I'm not bearish on crypto as well this week. So let me give you a few tickers because the market opens in about 35 minutes now. And I want to give you enough time to get yourself prepared. You can look at these charts and whatnot, do your own due diligence, and make your own informed decisions. First, we want to look at a stock that's been murdered here lately. We're looking at Target. What I do not like, the only thing that I do not like about Target, let's start there. After it had this hellacious drop, I think this is about a $80, $75 or whatever drop, right? 2 weeks ago, they just fell off the face of the map heading into earnings. So what I don't like is I really wish this candle had have closed, or at least, I wish it would have closed outside of this candle here. Did not, but another stock that I'm going to share is running in pairs with that, and it actually did close above this candle right here. That signals, along with this trend, beautiful trend, we got a stairway to heaven going on right here, where I think we get some more movement to the upside on Target today. We got this big, huge gap. Will it fill the gap? I don't know. I've made a modest alert after making these entries. I would at around 185. That's what I'm looking to get out of. That's my target. Is 185. That's when I'll be either coming out, buying multiple, and either coming out and totally if it starts to reverse up in that area, or holding it, hoping to get all the way to the gap fill up here. However, I'm not so biased that I have forgotten what's been going on with the market, that we have been going down. We've been in a bearish market pretty much since January, the first day trading day in January. So I cannot throw that away, right? So I don't want to get too greedy or too caught up in trying to foresee that this is going to go and fill this gap. I'm not going to look at it like that. I'm going to play it conservative and try to get a 50% gap fill out of this. However, I do also realize that once it gets around in this area, they tend to buy in this area. So if it gets up into this area, I do like it going to the upside. But this is around the time when I'll start paying myself and things like that. So Target is one that you should put on your watch list, as well as its cousin, Walmart. Again, Walmart did a double dip on us. Instead of making one big drastic move like Target did, I think it was because they went to earnings like a day apart or something like that. So yeah, they reported in pre-market on this day and they gapped down. And then the next day, Target, they got caught up in Target business and just got drugged all the way down. However, in that time, we see that it's a lot of a nice, beautiful trend line being built right here. A nice surge on Friday, was able to close above this 10-day moving average, which is really like a trend line moving average, right? So I like the way it looks on the stochastic and as well. So I like Walmart, especially in this range right here. This is right here. Everything is, the markets is coming in a little low. I like that. These are looking good for a nice entry. These are nice entry levels headed into the open. So Walmart, again, I'm fine with Walmart getting to around this 135 range. I got a, which is 50. Well, 133 is 50% of this candle, the first candle that took a dive. If we can close above that, in this level, and I got a Fibonacci on here as well, which is 50% of the total move to the downside. If we can close above that, headed at the end of this, today is the last day of the month. If we can close above that, I really like Walmart moving to the upside, because once it gets in this range, look at what price has done. Once it gets in this general area, it pushes price. Every time it comes down here. Whenever it's slid down here, price is pushed. It has been pushed right back up. So Walmart is another one. So I guess we gap filling today, and whatnot. Also, I want to share a company that's headed to earnings real quick. That's looking really good on the chart as well. That's Chewy. Chewy is a company that I love. I've gotten plenty of money off Chewy. They don't owe me nothing, but I like this headed into earnings. We see 3 days of higher highs, and higher lows. Closed above the 20 moving average, closed above the 10-day moving average, which will soon start hooking up underneath. If you go to a smaller time frame, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. See these moving averages, they hooked, they crossed, and now they're hooking even now. So put these on your watch list. Take a look at these. They report tomorrow in aftermarket. So you got a couple days that you could possibly get some money by trading this. Not bearish on the market right now at all. Playing it conservative, trading what's right in front of me, not being greedy and whatnot. So again, that'll end this video. Just wanted to share those few tickers with you all. If you have any questions or concerns, you can reach me. Send me a message on Facebook. I left all my contact information right there. If you're interested in learning this stuff, if you're interested in learning about the charts and things like that, you could also set up a stock market consultation with me where we can go over things together and, put a plan together, trading plan. That's what I tend to do. I'm starting to get to that with people in my trading group, where I just come up with a weekly plan for us, a plan of action. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all the support. And I'll get back with you all soon. I may come back a little later on and do some live. I'm going to start cranking it up a little bit and doing a little bit more. Peace and love.